Okay, let's move now to Arie Sznaj, Head of International Finance from Bank Leumi. Thank you for joining us, Arie. I hope I pronounced your last name right.
Correct.
Thank God. Okay. And then we've heard today from Spacecom executives about the opportunities to make a national project with an annual cost below $10 million. This is a breakthrough in terms of bringing new business opportunities into those countries. What is Bank Leumi's portfolio on financing projects in Africa for Israeli companies and for non-Israeli ones as well?
Okay. So Bank Leumi is active in structured export finance for the past 30 years, I believe. And so Bank Leumi is one of Israel's leading banks in this area. We've seen over the past decade a major shift of projects that we finance towards Africa. I would say from all applications that we receive today, probably 60%, two-thirds of these applications are for projects in Africa. And we shouldn't be surprised by that because, you know, today one of every four children that's born is actually born in Africa, and there's a huge population there, and population growth is going at high speed, and of course, all these people, they need to be fed, they need education, they need medical services, they need employment. And so there's a large demand for projects in Africa. And so over the past years, we have financed projects in Angola, in Zambia, in Kenya, in Senegal, in Côte d'Ivoire, in Rwanda, and many more to come. And we do it in diverse areas: agriculture, fish farms, poultry, water infrastructure, telecom infrastructure, all these areas we have actually financed projects in. And so this specific area of satellite telecom, satellite internet services is of special interest for us because first of all, we believe that it gives a lot of help to development of human capital, and we see it will bring real economic growth to the countries where it's implemented. And that's, of course, for us as a financial institution, it's an important factor. We look also at our source of repayment, and when we see economic growth, it gives us comfort.
So what kind of financing solutions can Bank Leumi provide specifically for satellite service providers with African governments? Like, what are the advantages you can contribute to these projects? Okay,
what we envisage if we talk about a satellite telecom project, we envisage that payments will be made in two parts. First of all, there's the capital investment that you have to make to get the infrastructure and the equipment and the installations on the ground. And then there's the periodic service component that has to be paid as well for the internet services and for maintenance, things like that. So where we come in and where we can help is to finance the capital investment needs and to spread out the payments over a period. We finance projects up to periods of 10 years. And that's, of course, a way where you can make a combination of expenditure on CapEx and on OpEx and create the combined package that will suit the needs of the buyer, of the consumer in the specific country. And so we could do this as for financing solutions, we can do it basically in two ways. One way is what we call a buyer's credit, where we as a bank give the financing directly to the buyer, which would usually be the Ministry of Finance of a certain country. And the other solution, alternatively, would be to do it through indirect financing or supplier's credit, where basically we support the supplier to provide financing and spreading out of the payments over a period of time. And in both of these solutions, we would eventually rely on support from the Israeli Export Credit Agency named ASHRA, that we always use as a backing to our financing. And whether it would be through buyer's credit, supplier's credit, each of them has got its advantages, disadvantages. But, it depends on the deal. You have to go into the details for that.
Right. Arie Sznaj, thank you so much for joining us today.